Hello everybody, it's Rick with Stumpt, and I'm here today playing more Civilization 5, Sejong Edition, and last episode, we were concerned about the machinations of Augustus Caesar, because he's taken over everybody, it seems. He went ahead and steamrolled our only friend in this world, Genghis Khan, and now it seems like he's declaring war with more and more people. And word is he wants to declare war on me. Luckily, we have England standing in the way between us and them. And let's talk about England for a minute. I'm concerned about how small England is. Why is England so small? She didn't expand at all. What is up with you, Elizabeth? You have two cities, as far as I can tell, London and York. That's insane. I mean, if I weren't such a nice guy, I'd say, why not just take London and York and expand our civilization? Well, I'll tell you why, because they're the only buffer between us and Augustus Caesar at the moment, so let's go ahead and let that be. Whoops. The good news is that I don't think I need to worry about them. Let's go ahead and take a look at our demographics, and, well, you can see that she's last in population, last in crop yield, last in land. Surprisingly, not last in soldiers. That's me, unfortunately, but her soldiers can't be that great. Her army cannot be that great. Anyway, let's get into the game, all right? I'm building observatories in Seoul and Busan. I want to build an observatory in Jeonju as soon as I can. And at the end of the last turn of the last episode, I got Charles Darwin, another great scientist of Korea. I'm getting all of the great scientists, and it's really making me happy. So I just need to find a place to park this guy. And it looks like 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's close enough. It's 3 tiles away from my my capital, so I'm going to move him to this desert tile there, because the desert tile is the least useful tile I could think of. So we'll just go ahead and convert that to a desert. I mean, to an academy. A desert. It's already a desert, Rick. You can't convert a desert to a desert, okay? I mean, you can, but you don't need to do anything. It just is a desert. Getting into the philosophy, when is a desert a desert? When it's a desert. Okay, what are we going to research? Fertilizer? Increase our crop yield, perhaps? Metallurgy? Maybe get the Red Fort? Give ourselves a little bit of extra defense? That maybe wouldn't be such a bad idea. I don't know if anybody's got the Red Fort yet, but we can find out. Harun al-Rashid is happy that we're friends with Morocco, and I'm happy that he's well too. And Augustus Caesar is not happy that we are friends with Morocco. And Morocco is happy that we are friends with Morocco. And I'm happy that I'm friends with Morocco too. So, you know what? That's 3 out of 4. You can go suck it, Augustus Caesar. Okay, I was going to build it right here. That's a fabulous spot to build a academy. And, whoa, Taj Mahal was just built. Okay, that's fine. I didn't have my eye on the Taj Mahal anyway. You can have it. A great writer has been born. Fantastic. Oh, speaking of great writers, we need to maximize our culture output. So, before I pop this guy, I want to take a look here. You can see that we have 2 places. Okay, we have actually, after I use this guy, we will have 4 works of writing. So there we go. James Fenimore Cooper,
in the warmth of
the last of the Mohicans.
The scout has stretched across the fresh earth.
Yeah, I'm going to cut you off right there, bro. Sorry. I'm sure it was great, but I'm not going to listen to you at the moment because I want to maximize my culture. So we need writings from different eras and from different civilizations than the owner. So we need to go swap some works. Different eras and different owners. So let's go ahead and swap a medieval for this medieval. Do that swapperoo. And let's swap this medieval for this Renaissance. Do that swapperoo. Cool. Go to your culture here and plug, whoops. Let's see. Arabia. Great. And this is, let's see. Babylon, there we go. Bam. We got that +2 there, maximizing. And we need great works slots are filled with writings from different eras and different civilizations. Once again, okay. So we just need to swap 2 more works. Gonna swap this Renaissance for this medieval. Swap. And you know what? That should actually be good. Because it says different civilizations, but not different civilizations from your own. There we go. We are maximized. That's an extra 4 culture per turn, which ain't nothing. Happy to do that. Okay, Seoul built a observatory. Oh man, and now we are producing way more science. Let's build a public school and keep this science train rolling. Get this worker to do a job over here. Maybe build a mine up here. And I feel like we've got a good balance of population growth and production at the moment. So I'm pleased with the way things are turning out so far. We took a look at the demographics last episode, and we are number 1 in science, which is the important bit. Not number 1 in some of the other things, but doing respectable. Respectable enough. Now, what should I research now? I'm going to do fertilizer and increase that crop yield. 5 turns and we'll have that. Now, Florence is seeking investors, and I did invest a couple policies into the patronage tree. If I wanted to, I could try to put a little bit more into that, but we're playing against Augustus Caesar, and I'm willing to bet if I go to this... Actually, no, surprisingly. Augustus Caesar, he's usually friends with a lot of city-states, but not in this case, surprisingly. Okay. I was going to say, it probably wouldn't be in our best interest to try and align ourselves with city-states because Augustus Caesar is going to beat us to that punch, but you know what? He's not doing it. So maybe it would be in our best interest to try to get in good with some city-states. Get some extra votes in the World Congress, you know? Oh, and speaking of city-states, I brought this up last episode. I have no trade routes at the moment because, like I said, gold just hasn't been an issue for me yet. But I should probably try to trade with some city-states. So I'm going to build a cargo ship in Jeonju and start trading with Mogadishu down there. And I'm going to build a trade route in Seoul as well and start trading with Genoa, at the very least. And then maybe I'll start trading with some city-states as well. Or, I mean, some actual cities. Some other civilizations. And now that I've got an ocean city, maybe I can send a caravel or something out to go explore the seas because there's some stuff that we need to discover. Okay, so here we go. Policies. I was talking about potentially getting something new in patronage, like all city-states which are allies provide a science bonus equal to 25% of what they produce for themselves, which is good because I'm going science, right? So I could also do 1 science from every trading post, but I don't really have any trading posts, and plus 72% science from universities, which is very, very good. I think I'm going to do that. This is a good one. Scholasticism is good, but maybe once I fill out the rationalism tree, I'll go ahead and pick that. So for now, let's go ahead and pick free thought. And there we go. We are almost at 300 science now. And when we started this episode, I think that we were below 200. So increasing that science, pretty good. Speaking of science, what tech are we going to research now? I'm going to go ahead and do a beeline for biology and see if I've got any oil within my borders. It'd be nice to. Oil likes to spawn in desert tiles, and I do have some desert tiles, so we'll see if I'm lucky enough to get some oil within my borders. It would be very nice if I did. I've got some desert down here too, so if I wanted to, I can build a city down here potentially and take over some oil. Okay, people with the pointiest sticks. Wow, Elizabeth, despite the fact that I was knocking how small her nation is 3rd in troops. But not a lot divides her. Now, she does have like double the troops I have, but double the troops I have is like 3 extra troops. It's not that many, so I'm not too worried. And we have research navigation, so we can build our caravel if we wanted to now, but I'm busy building a cargo ship. So maybe after I do that. Seoul, you need something to do. What are you going to do, Seoul? Oh, that's right, a trade route. Let's build a caravan over there, okay?
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
I'm still not giving you open borders. I admire your stick-to-itiveness, but it's not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to get this wine, because I haven't gotten any wine yet. And now I get a trade. Okay, where is the best trade route? I can trade with London. Let's do it. I'm going to be giving her 4 science, though, if I do this. Okay, screw it. 4 science per turn. I don't think she'll be able to come up from behind. I mean, I'm pretty high up there in the science tree, aren't I? I mean, I'm at 54%. Average is 45. I'm killing it. I can spare a little bit of science, right? That's why I don't like trading with cities, other civs. I give my science away for free, and it just bothers me. I know that it's not much, but it's bothersome, okay? It's a problem I have. Oh, damn it. Morocco, you lost your capital. You really need to do a better job defending yourself. Oh, what did I say? Elizabeth, my buffer between me and Augustus Caesar, apparently planning an attack against us.
Poco, pero
I don't like that at all.
considerando.
You want to trade with me, do you? You want to give me iron and I give you gold? I don't need iron, first off. Maybe I'll give you gold and you give me like pearls. How's that sound?
No,
You
no.
want open borders too? No, I'm not going to do it. Go away. I don't need your pearls. I was just trying to do you a solid. It seemed like you needed the money.
Those
Okay, my cargo ship's been built. Let's trade with Mogadishu. I really expected to make more money out of that trade route, but what can you do? Okay, so if London is really plotting against me, like she says she is, or like, I should say, like Nebuchadnezzar says she is, ooh, I can build a red fort, increase the defense of my city. I need to defend my city is what I was going to say. So the red fort's going to actually help us do that. What else is going to help us do that? A castle is going to help us do that. And Jeonju, what are you going to create? Oh, a university or an observatory. Let's do the observatory and then the university. Yeah, I think that's solid. You can see now that the observatory gives us plus 50% to our science output from this city. And that's the reason why I moved my main city, my capital, from the start position, which was here, down to this mountain. I want all my cities to have observatories. It's huge to our science output. Okay, I get another trade route here. So where am I going to do this one? Let's do York. All right. So now I'm trading with you, England. If you go to war with me, you're going to lose these trade routes, okay? It's going to be bad for business for England, okay? Now, you got to think about your people, all right, and what's best for them. Is it best that you go to war with me? Probably not. Best that you give me copper for wine? Probably. Why don't you give me copper? Okay, I don't need the rest of your stuff. Just give me your luxury resources. Thank you.
Would you be interested?
No, Elizabeth. That's got to be the 5th time she's asked me in this playthrough. She will not let up about this open borders thing. And, I mean, it's something that the AI does. I've bitched about this plenty in the past, but she is just really driving home the fact that she wants those open borders. And I'm just not going to give it to you. I'm not going to break down, Elizabeth. Okay, our land's looking pretty well developed. All right, Jeonju's at 6 population, not bad. I'm gonna need to build my 4th city, I think, soon too. Maybe down here, perhaps. Ooh, somebody stole architecture? Ooh, I've even got a spy station in Seoul, and they still got away with it. Those sneaky, sneaky bastards. Okay, what are we gonna build? What are we gonna build? I want the porcelain tower, but I don't want it in Busan. Kind of want it in my capital, because I'm a stickler for those kind of things. Let's build a Colosseum. We don't have one of those yet. And I feel like that's something every city should have. It gives us happiness. People love a Colosseum. Where the sports are and, you know, the gladiator fights and whatnot. People love those. They're crazy for those gladiator fights. Okay, one turn until biology's research. Okay, we didn't find any oil within our borders. Ooh, but we'd have oil offshore. All right. Where else is there oil? No oil down here. Well, that stinks a little bit, but how much oil is here? 4? Okay. Now, I'm not going to need a ton of oil. I don't plan on going to war, like I said, but it's still a good thing to have. You don't want to be oilless. You don't want to be that civilization who doesn't have any oil, you know? The rest of the world makes fun of you. They're like, oh, look at this guy without oil. It's very hurtful. So we want to prevent that. We want to save some face and dignity. What I'm saying is that we're going to build a city down here. We're going to get that oil. It will be ours. Now we need to choose production in Busan. What are you going to build? You finished the Colosseum. Great job there. Very proud of you. I can build an arsenal. I think that we should. Because, like I said, we are going to defend, defend, defend. And it's time to vote on Second Council of Rome. And we're going World's Fair, which I'm sure is going to pass. At which time, we will need to shift all of our production focus to the World's Fair. We need to win the World's Fair. Do you hear me? It's crucial to win the World's Fair. Okay, with that being said, we all know that the World's Fair is important. Let's see. I've got the friggin' Red Fort being built at the moment, too. This is going to be tough. Okay, World's Fair passes. Okay, of course it does. No surprise there. We're going to have to change production, just like I said. Okay, so we're going to go World's Fair, and we're going to change our citizen management to production, okay? So now we're putting 15 production as opposed to the default 12 into the World's Fair. Seoul, same thing. We're going to change production. We are putting 61.25 production into the World's Fair. Or, I'm sorry. Right now it's in the Red Fort. Now, 53.9 production is going into the World's Fair. And lastly, production. There we go, World's Fair. 31.9 production going into what? That's right, the World's Fair. And now we get to make another proposal. I'm going to go ahead and embargo. All right, I'm going to embargo Rome. And I have a feeling that most people will be cool with that. Okay, we got 5 votes as opposed to his 2. I don't know who in their right mind would possibly support Rome, but I'm going to say embargo. Rome's a jerk. Augustus Caesar is a bully, and he needs to be stopped. So let's see if these other 4 civilizations have the gall to do what's right and say, you know what, we've had enough of your shenanigans, Augustus Caesar. It's time that somebody did something about it, and we're going to embargo you.
Wars may...
All right, so we are now 23% done with the World's Fair. Yeah, the World's Fair goes by quick. So, I mean, we only need to spend like 4 turns building this thing. And now the World Congress welcomes city-states, which means that now we're going to have more votes in the World's Congress. So whoever's tight with city-states, like we are with Genoa, you're going to get some extra votes from the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to turn on grids just for a second because I want to see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are too far away. I was going to see if I can build on these and have that production go into Seoul. But the way that this works, and I don't know if I've ever gone over this with you guys, if you guys aren't educated as to the workings of civilization, but anything within 3 tiles of the capital is going to go into the production of the capital. So what I mean is if you have a farm 3 tiles away from the capital, that food production is going to go to the capital or to whatever city. Anything outside of that is not going to be going to the capital. So that means that if I were to build a farm 4 tiles away from the capital or the city in question, it would be pointless because that food production would not be going into the capital. The only thing that's different about that is if you have a luxury resource. Luxury resources could be built at least 5 tiles away from the city, and you're still going to get the luxury bonus from that. With that being said, if I were to build 1, 2, 3, 4 away from Seoul, it'd be okay because it would be 2 tiles away from Jeonju. So it would be going into the production of Jeonju. Does that make sense? Anyway, with that being said, I'm not going to build these. Turn that grid mode off. We've taken a look at that. Wait, turn it back on one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Turn it off. There we go. We'll build right there. So there you go. A little bit of Civ knowledge for you guys. Now, Augustus Caesar has 4 votes. Okay, so now he's got 4 votes in the embargo Rome thing. But that's great because now we have way more votes than he does, and there's a much better chance of it actually passing. And also, we're probably going to elect a new host, and that's probably going to be Harun al-Rashid. And you know what? I'm going to vote for Harun al-Rashid because I want him to win, and I don't want Augustus to win because I'm friends with Harun. And I'm neutral with Harun. I take that back, but I'm more friendly with him, I guess you could say. There we go. We're going to build a mine there. There you go. We thank you for entrusting the World Congress to our capable leadership. I expect great things to come with the first Congress of Mecca. See? And maybe that's the olive branch on the way to our friendship with him. He's got a lot of happiness. Look at that. Augustus Caesar, not so much. Because he's expanding way too quick and his people are not happy about it. Now I'm going to get +2 science for every specialist, which apparently I have no specialists in my cities, so that didn't do any good. And okay, we are running out of things to improve here. Tile improvements are running few and far between. Where are you going to improve next, bro? I'm just going to send you up to Jeonju, just in anticipation of our borders expanding. Okay, the Forbidden Palace has been completed. Oh, and how far along are we in the World's Fair? 88% complete, so after this turn, it should be completed. Let's see. And then we can resume production on the Red Fort. Dynamite has been researched, and ooh, we need these sheep. Those sheep are 3 tiles away from Busan. Totally put those sheep into Busan. Okay, I need a new tech. A new tech. What is it gonna be? I'm gonna go for radio. Radio right there. It's 18 turns away. At least 18 turns at this rate. There we go. We won. Oh, and I'm glad I actually invested all that production into the World's Fair because Harun al-Rashid was right on our heels. He could have easily had that had we not invested so heavily into it, but we did. And so we get a huge culture increase right now. We get a free policy, which puts us one closer to finishing out rationalism. And we need to switch all of our production back to what we were previously producing. So I'm going to switch it back to the default. And I'm going to change the production back to what were we creating here? What were we creating here? I can't remember. I really can't remember for the life of me what we were creating. Well, anyway, I'm just going to do a market in Busan. That's really strange that I can't remember. I do remember what we were doing here. We were doing the Red Fort, and now we only have one more turn. That's because I'm still in production. I'll switch it next turn. I just want to make sure that we get that done with. And here we were creating an observatory. We will finish that. And I'm going to go ahead and finish electricity and then call it an end to this episode because I think that we played pretty long on this one. We've completed quite a bit. We won the World's Fair. We finally get a declaration of friendship with Harun al-Rashid, which I said we were going to do. It looks like Babylon's pretty happy about that.
Would you be interested in a trade?
Elizabeth still hassling me for open borders. It's never going to happen. And awesome, we get the Red Fort. Glad to see that. So now we've really beefed up our defense. So I don't have to worry as much about an attack. Not to say that they won't still attack me, but if they do, I mean, I'm pretty well prepared. I mean, 62 combat strength versus like London's 40. I think we've got the upper hand if she were to attack. Now, Busan needs something to build. And what are you going to build, Busan? Oh, we need a musician's guild. Let's go ahead and leave that in your capable hands. Go ahead and build that for us. And you can build those sheep for us. Mogadishu seeks a great scientist. Oh, hopefully we get one soon. I mean, we've been churning out a lot of great scientists, so I think the likelihood of that is pretty good. Okay, now we need a university. We need a workshop too, but I'll do the university first because it's only 7 turns. Let's get that done. I'm now producing 520 science. Oh man, it's so good. And you want a straight up research agreement? You got it, dude. 201 gold. I will invest that.
Is it a fact?
And there it is, guys. Electricity has been researched, and like I said, I'm going to call it an end to this episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at our demographic, see how we're doing. Still number 1 in science. Oh, yes, 60% compared to the average of 51. And it looks like we're slipping behind in some other things. Land, we're still number 3. In population, we're number 4. But we are number 5 in GMP, number 4 in manufactured goods, 5 in crop yield, 6 in soldiers and approval. I'm not so worried about soldiers and approval. I'm worried about keeping our city defended, our civilization defended, but I don't plan on invading. So as long as we have a beefed up city and a good defense, I think that we'll be solid there. What I am a little concerned about is who's the best at so many things. Here we've got the best at population, the best at crop yield, the best at manufactured goods. You can see that, you know, 6 of the 8 statistics, it's all going to Augustus Caesar. Hopefully, he won't be able to keep this up for too much longer. How many civs do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 other civs left. And Augustus Caesar has a huge advantage on these other civs. So we got to keep our eye on this guy. And so does the rest of the world, for that matter. We'll find out if he gets embargoed next episode. There's only 8 more turns until the World Congress convenes again. I'm hoping that he does get embargoed, but you guys will have to wait until next episode to see that. That's where we're going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. I hope you are enjoying it. I am. I'm having a real good time playing this this Sejong edition. And if you guys are having a good time watching it, be sure to give it a like, favorite, share, and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it when you do. And until tomorrow, I've been Rick with Stumpt, and I will see you later.